You have 4 E's.
What?
That you would say 4 of them.
4 E's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a person who thinks in simplicity generally. And I think simplicity allows you to get depth on your thought because you're not just scattered everywhere. So I was thinking to myself, okay, I want to do some marketing. Let's say I'm a real estate agent. Let's say even maybe you're a dentist. I don't know. Maybe you sell cars. Maybe you're in a big business or something like that. And you're looking at putting out a message. And it may be a personal message, maybe a business message, but you're looking at putting out a message on social media, call it video, audio, text, whatever it might be. So how do you refine that message and actually create something within a framework that is going to be impactful to your audience? And that's what the 4 E's of marketing are about. So should we dig in?
Let's buckle up and get going.
All right. All right. Buckle up. Okay, here we go. The first one. So what I want you to think about here is, okay, when I see marketing, what wins me? So what connects me to that marketing? And ultimately, I think it boils down to these 4 E's. The first one of which is empathy. Okay.
Huge.
Yeah. So, I mean, what is empathy? Empathy is us as the person delivering, having emotional intelligence. We have empathy for the recipient of our message, right? And we understand their feelings in doing so. So a good example of empathy, we talk about Super Bowl commercials here. You had Google with the gentleman talking about Loretta.
Telling Google to remind him of his wife. I'm tearing up just thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, Google remember when she was smiling at me that day? And I'm sitting there going, I mean, talk about empathy, something that makes you go, oh.
Yeah.
And something that was noticeably absent from the Super Bowl commercials this year, the Clydesdales.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't see any horses or frogs or anything.
Right. I mean, well, there were stuffed frogs. I don't know what they were trying to do, but I mean, it's like puppets or something.
Right.
Like,
was that Budweiser though?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean, it was super memorable, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're like,
there was no empathy in that commercial.
Totally. But does something make you go, oh? And a lot of times, it has to do with animals. Puppies are a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I put my German Shepherds on social media every now and then, or the dogs, and people are like, oh, I love the dog, because I mean they tug at the heartstrings. They're these little bundles of joy, or babies, or children, or just something that makes you go, oh, and activates the heart. You can just feel that when empathy is occurring, and that's what happens in really, really good marketing that goes after that E is empathy. So I'm all for it. I think we want to do business and we want to have relationships with people who care and who we care about. And that is a really good connection, is an empathetic sharing between an organization or somebody who's posting information or whatever and the recipient. So it's not walking in and going, like let's take the real estate industry, for instance, okay? Which is...
I mean, let's just pick an industry out of the air. What about real estate?
Oh, real estate, right
okay,
there.
Yeah.
So, you send out a postcard. And, the postcard generally just doesn't say 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 1,900 square feet, $350,000. There's no empathy in that. Okay. There's information in that, but nobody's falling in love with information. Okay.
Well, and too, I feel that with there being so many agents out there, and I mean, I know personally, there's probably 4 or 5 agents that I'm close with that it's like, who am I going to have sell my house?
Right.
It's like, crap, I'm going to let somebody down, but then, who's connecting with me the most? Who do I feel like, all right, I like this person a lot and I connect with them, and so I'm going to work with them.
You said a key word there, connect. Connect. And that's really what it is. But now let's take this same marketing piece, the same postcard about this 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. And let's say on one side of it, we put a beautiful photo, something really beautiful that makes you go, I'm in love with that scenery. I'm in love with what I'm seeing right now. You went past the logic to the heart. And you're activating the heart. That's empathy right there. You go, oh, wow, that's beautiful. Maybe it's got a gorgeous sunset behind it. Maybe it's some amazing mountain or ocean view or something like that. Or maybe it is maybe it's a child playing in a room or a family enjoying something there. Who knows what it is, but it's something that is more than just a granular piece of information that is, you're going, okay. You want something that actually stimulate thought and empathy and heart and emotion.
That's solid. I mean, boom. I think if we just stop there.
Okay, there we go. All right, we're done.
You would succeed better, more in marketing. So E number
first E,
1, empathy.
All right, let's go to E number 2.
Okay,
then.
E number 2.
All right, E number 2. So you send something out. People want to learn things as well. People have this desire to get better. So let's call E number 2 education. Okay, education might be 8 great places to visit in this neighborhood. And, it might be the top 5 parks for dogs in this area, something like that. We're educating people on something. We're giving them information. It may be, here's my best queso recipe ever for the Super Bowl.
Ooh,
whoa.
Solid.
Would you read that?
I want queso now.
I love it. So it's educating somebody. It's giving them something that they can gain knowledge from in order to help themselves, help somebody else be better. 5 ways to fall asleep faster. You can darn sure bet that I'm going to read that.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure I'm falling asleep the best I can. So,
and then that's a value.
It is.
You're adding value to your relationship by giving them some education.
Bingo. Wow, I love it. You see it in the automotive industry, in, let's call it motorcycles, where it's wintertime right now. What are people doing? They're preparing their motorcycle for riding season. So a good advertisement from a motorcycle company might be 10 things to prepare your bike for riding season. Start now. There you go.
Yeah.
So it's education. It's helping them be better. You like that?
I do. I love that.
Awesome. Okay, so first E is empathy. Second E is education. Third E, entertainment.
I like this one.
We like to be entertained, right?
Yeah.
So take a look at the Super Bowl. Park the car.
that was a solid ad.
It was hilarious.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny. Saturday Night Live skit kind of thing. People were laughing at it. I had to go back and watch that one again because I loved it. It was so funny. So it was entertaining.
Yeah.
And entertainment a lot of times does have empathy in it. We have a story loop where somebody has a challenge and they suck you into that challenge in that open loop and they're like, oh my gosh, how is this person going to find the guide that's going to turn that person with the challenge into the hero? You just look at the storyline of a movie or something like that. You're drawn into it. You're entertained by your brain running through that process, or it might be comedy. So one or the other. But let me just stress this. In your marketing, if you're not a comedian, don't try and be one. Because sometimes there's this line of offensive or, nah, that wasn't quite right. And we see that every now and then where people, they insult other people trying to be funny. That's not what it's about. So, if you're good at comedy, be good at comedy. If you're not, don't try and be good at comedy.
Yeah.
But entertain people. You can have entertainment, a smile, fun things to do. Let's say riding a zip line, a thrill ride. I didn't know I had a zip line in my neighborhood, that type of thing. And I found out I had a zip line like 3 miles from my house. I'm like, ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I mean that's a big thing with vlogging, right? Is like letting people into your world,
right? Exactly.
A little bit, letting them kind of see what your day looks like. Join you on an errand or part of your work day. So. That's entertainment as well.
It's a story. The reality TV is entertainment, right? Sometimes it's a little weird. We have to put a little, sometimes people put a little weird spin on it in order for people to go, oh, okay. It humanizes, it entertains, and it keeps people's attention, right?
Yeah. So entertain. And
we got 3 there, right?
That was 3, yeah.
That was 3. So we
empathy, education, entertain, and
the last one execution.
Oh, that's a tough one.
That is that's exciting. Let me give you a checklist of 5 ways to make your marketing exciting. There you go. There's execution. Give somebody something to do. And I know education might do that as well, but ultimately you're giving them a checklist of stuff to accomplish, things to execute on. So maybe it's 8 steps to creating an email marketing campaign. Are you going to go, hey, wait a second, I want to know what those 8 steps are. Give me a checklist so I can go through and make sure that I've covered all my bases in my email marketing campaign. And it may be a list, top 5 reasons, top 3 reasons, 8 ways to do this, something like that. But it also could be check the boxes, could be bullet points, something like that. But ultimately what you're trying to do is you're getting somebody to take action. Mm-hmm. And what's interesting about this also, and really what's fascinating about all of these, is getting somebody involved in all of them creates a micro commitment. You're getting them to do something through your marketing. They're executing on a micro commitment that you gave them the value to execute on. So that brings them closer to you with value, the customer experience that they have, and your organization, whatever your company or product or service may be. But that truly is good marketing, those 4 E's to get people to take action.
Man, that is that's gold. We just mined some gold in this episode.
Marketing class.
That's right. Well, hey, you know what time it is?
Uh-oh.
It's time for a phone call.
There we go.
Hey team, it's Eddie Redzo from Miami, Florida, Remax United Realty. I'm calling to ask you guys, what are your favorite ways of following up, whether it be a past client, a new lead, or just your sphere of influence? All right, guys, I look forward to hearing about it, and I hope you have a great day. Take care now.
Oh, our boy Eddie.
I love this. Great question, Eddie. Eddie, that is a good one, because so many people find that they try to take the easy way out of following up, which is sending an email or a text message. And that's great. A lot of people like email and text message, but do you have to send just a text going, hey, it's Adam. I saw you reached out. What can I do for you? Or should you really try and exercise one of these 4 E's in your follow-up and deliver some value to them? Maybe you can reach out and go, hey, Mark, it's Adam. I saw that you reached out today. I wanted to send you a quick video that has a few answers to your question in it. I look forward to talking to you in person. I'll give you a call at 2:00. And doing something like that. So what you're doing is, one, you're activating one of the 4 E's. You're giving them value, and really they're getting something out of reaching out. They're not just getting a response. They're getting something that they can use, that they can keep, that's going to move the ball forward for them in their challenge. Secondarily, you're telling them you're going to talk with them. A lot of people don't like just a cold phone call, but ultimately I believe a cold phone call also is fantastic when it comes to these things, because if you get this instant message and they're instantly on the phone still, they've got it in their hand. Take advantage of that moment. Speed to lead is what we hear a lot. Following up with past clients, I don't know that speed to lead is necessary, but somebody who instantly generates, speed to lead is great. Be the first one to contact them. We know that the majority of people who are the first one to contact the client win that client. Contact them with value. Contact them with your heart. Don't just send them text information. Send them a video. Send them a voice text. Have you tried that yet? Voice text, Mark?
Yes.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Why is it awesome? Because they actually get to hear your voice.
Yeah. Well, my buddy Michael Thorne, over there in Canada.
Yeah.
That's like almost the only way he communicates with me. He'll send me a voicemail and then I'll send him a text message back.
It's so funny because I'll do the talk back and forth with Michael, and we use Facebook Messenger a lot.
Yep.
So speaking of Facebook Messenger, let's talk about the medium that we communicate with. So you've got Facebook Messenger. Love it. Okay. Why? Because people answer their Facebook Messenger if they're using Facebook Messenger. That's a little bit of the roll of the dice, but the majority of people are on Messenger. Secondarily, there's obviously phone text messaging. Mm-hmm. There's also emails, but the beauty is all 3 of those, you can put some sort of communication device that is more than just typing letters into your computer, your phone, or whatever. Mm-hmm. So remember, speed to lead if it's an instant lead, but also continuous follow-up if it's following up with a past client, and keeping that relationship alive.
And get out there and just create content. I think that's the biggest thing for me is like every time that I post online, I have over 1,000 people in my sphere that perk up. And, I went to CES this year and I just went to create content, find cool things, interview the people who are making stuff. And then I just put that out there on social media. And because of that, people perked up and said, oh yeah, Mark does content creation. And they, got a hold of me. So it was like, all I was doing was creating value for whoever was watching. And then that kept me at top of mind. And, it's pushing things forward. So that's the way I like to keep in touch with people, is just put out valuable content.
I love it. And I'll add a word to putting out valuable content for you. Consistently.
Yes.
So important. The key to success, ask any of the masters of success, the super achievers in the world, the one key, and to follow up on Eddie's question there of how to follow up, consistency. You just can't do things once and go, all right, I'm done. Relationships are built on consistency of value. I don't care who you are, where you're at, consistency.
Awesome. Well, cool. Adam, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us. The 4 E's of marketing. Solid. Eddie, thanks for that question. Hopefully today's episode was helpful to you. And don't forget to head over to startwithawin.com. We got a lot of great content there that you can access, blogs and PDFs you can download. And you can also go to find Adam online, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. He's there. And then if you'd like to hop on and leave us a voicemail, maybe hop on and leave a question for us that we can feature you on the podcast, dial 888-581-4430 and be on an episode of Start With a Win. Thank you so much. And remember, start with a win.